Hello there friends, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video. And as it says, we are doing a collaboration hop between Picket Fences and Pearblossom Press. So I'm going to be using the halo lights in this video. I love the halo lights. And then I'm going to be showing you a card using the one light, another light. I mean, I love all the lights. You guys know that. I've made so many cards using the lights and I love them. And then these products from Picket Fences, we're going to be using the Are You Kitten Me background, and then our Perfect for Me stamps and dies. All right, so let's get started with our background. I have a piece of cardstock that measures 3 inches by 6 inches, so this is going to be a mini slimline. And I'm going to start by doing a little bit of blending at the bottom. I have some Guppy ink, Guppy by Simon Hurley Create, and then I have a Blender Buddy. That one is from Trinity Stamps. And I'm just going to do kind of ombre at the bottom, kind of goes up and then disappears into the white. And then I'm inking up that Are You Kitten background with some cookie dough. And then I'm just going to stamp that right down on that bottom. As you saw, I inked up the bottom part of it, and then I used my microfiber cloth just to kind of take care of some of that harsh line at the top. And then I'm going to stamp that down just to cover up the rest of that background. And it seems pretty flawless. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started with that halo light. It's pretty easy to pop those out, and they work perfectly on mini slim lines. And so I am going to pull out this circle die that I have. You could just kind of go through your stash if you wanted, find a circle die that's going to fit that. And then I'm going to tack that down with a little bit of mint tape and run that through my die cutting machine. That's going to create the opening. And then I'll take out that white piece of paper that comes with your halo light just to keep the battery separated from the mechanism and make sure everything works correctly. And then I'll get my base ready, which is a 6 by 6 inch piece of cardstock that I have scored at 3 inches. All right, so now I need to mark that circle. I'm going to go ahead, at this point I've decided I'm going to go ahead and make this a shaker as well. So I have this little pouch. I'll have those linked down below, but you can, imagine how making this not only a light up, but a shaker is just going to make this that much better, right? So I've got some double-sided adhesive. I'm putting that on the base, which is behind the battery. And then I'm going to pull out these sequins and just try to keep those centralized to the circle that I drew with my pencil. And you really can't see it a whole lot on camera, but it's a very light pencil mark. And I want to make sure that's nice and full. So I am using those Black Magic sequins by Picket Fences. And then you could use some double-sided adhesive here, but I'm going to use some liquid adhesive just to tack down my little circle pouch. And then I am going to peel off the release paper on this double-sided adhesive. And then I am going to use some more of that liquid glue all around the base of our halo light. And the halo light has 6 lights on it. I love these things. They're so fabulous. All right, and then I need to do some stamping. So I'm going to do the stamping for both of the cards that I'm going to show you, the one that I'm making and then the other one that I'm just going to show you at the end. And so I need a lot of those little kitties from our Perfect for Me. And it's so cute. So I'm going to stamp those down onto some cardstock using some jet black ink, because I want to do some alcohol marker coloring. So I'll make sure that that is nice and crisp. And then we can start coloring those up. Now, if you know me, you know that I have a couple of Siamese cats. One of them is a seal point. So I'm going to color this little guy like a seal point. I'm using my Copics this time. And then I'll blend all that out working backwards. That's the great thing about alcohol markers. But the Copics frustrate me sometimes because sometimes you can have one where one of your caps is broken and you don't know it, but then it dries out your ink completely. And I do have that with my W6. So this one is going to be like my little blue point. So I'm making him with, I've got W4 that I'm putting down as my lighter color. And then I'm going to bring in that W6 and find out that my marker is completely dry. So I'm going to do a tip to tip where I've got my W8. And I'll grab the W4 and just grab some of that W8 and then blend that out. And then once again, bring in that E50 to blend the rest of it. And then I'll color those cats accordingly, going back and forth between seal and blue. And this is my little seal point or Blue Point Miles. He has to have some attention right now, so he's flopped down on my desk. So we need to kiss his little face and pet him and make him feel like he is the most important thing in the world because he is. At least according to him, he sure is. So now I'm going to tack down all of those matching dies that go along with our Perfect for Me stamp set. And I'll die cut all of those out. And then now that everything is nice and dry, I can start doing some assembly. So I've stamped out the word push, where I'm going to need to push for my button. And then I'm going to need to bring in some foam tape. Now this is our world's best foam tape that Pearblossom Press Amanda is carrying in the store, and I am telling you, and I'll show you, this stuff is awesome because you can reposition it. You've got about 30 minutes to reposition it, and then after 24 hours, this stuff is permanent. I'll show you. I peel that off, and then I can place it right back down again. And the release paper is great. It comes off very quickly and easily. And then I honestly was trying to get that down right, and it didn't fit. So I'm going to show you, as long as you're careful, you can peel this back. I had zero ripping on my paper, any of my normal foam tape, and that second time I actually tried to get it down again, and I didn't do very well, so I'm peeling that back again very carefully. Third time's a charm. I'm going to get that baby on there right where it's supposed to be. But you saw me do it, and it worked out great. That was not for your benefit per se. It honestly was because I couldn't get it down there right. It just worked out to be able to show you how well that foam tape works. All right, so then I want to stamp a sentiment on the inside, and so I'll do that. But like I said, this is a part of a hop, so I'm going to have all the information linked down below in my description box. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you head on down to the description box so that you know where to head to next. There is a prize. There are prizes to be had. And so you definitely want to head on down there and check all that information out. And there's our other card I made using the one light. I love, love, love how these turned out. I hope you like them too. If you did, please hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And as always, I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.